Yo, 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 this is Chris Blair. See, we got a little bit of, I don't know, it's kind of weird, the reflection off the back window that's behind me. Let's sort of slide this way. So let me just sort of slide this way. That should get rid of it. Okay, hold on. There we go, got my bag here. Yeah, no, I'm still getting a little bit of that reflection in the background. Can you guys see me okay? Let's see here if I can be seen quite clearly. Taking my phone. Oh, yeah, you guys can see me good. I'm seeing a reflection, but it doesn't seem to be affecting the video. Okay, that's no problem then. Hey, General, how you doing? James, how you doing? Kevin, how you doing? All right. Okay, I want to talk about something, just a side story. I'm in the park here, and someone brought a lot of dogs. I mean, they're fighting, Jesus. It's like a dog war over there. Anyway. Yes, I got the Marine look. Good to see you, Kevin. Good to see you, P. Edwards. Good to see you guys. All right, guys. So today I want to talk about a couple things. One is ad optimization. What I recommend you optimize your conversion ads for. Number two, I want to talk about the idea that a lot of people don't think about deeply about enough, and that's that the front end sale is just it. That's it, the front end sale, and that should be the most expensive sale that you have in your business. I mean, that should be the highest costing sale if you have everything set up right. Okay, so I mean, as we get into Christmas, acquiring a customer and then getting them to buy over and over and over again is the key to truly making a lot of money during the fourth quarter Christmas season. So I want to talk a little bit about that today and just some of the strategies that we're doing for this particular around that. Okay. Hey, Rich, how you doing? Hey, Steve, how you doing, buddy? Letting people get on here. So let's talk about the optimization for conversion ad first. Okay, so what do I like to do here? Well, there's 4 things in a funnel for a typical e-com store, whether you're on Shopify, whether you're on BigCommerce, or WooCommerce, or wherever your platform, your WordPress blog, whatever it is, right? Yeah, I'm excited for fourth quarter start. It's going to be awesome. It's starting in 2 days, but I can already feel it tick up, and it's just going to keep going and going and going. This year is just going to be like every other year. August and September were a bit slow, which you can expect. And then, sure enough, as the late September came in, it started picking up. And then October is going to pick up more. And then the real rush, the floodgates will open in about the 3rd week of October. And then the freaking waterfall will fall. The complete waterfall will fall after Black Friday, the Black Friday weekend. And it'll be crazy nuts. All right, so first of all, when you're starting off with conversion ads, I recommend, let's talk about the 4 options here. There's the view content, there is the add to cart, there is initiate checkout, and there's purchase. Okay. Especially when you're first starting off a campaign on a particular product, I highly recommend one of these over all of them. Okay. Now, when you're scaling, I always test all of them on winning targets, right? So this is say I discover a winning product, and I have targets that I've been testing that are getting results, meaning purchases. I will test all of these out on that particular ad set. So I'll duplicate the ad set, and I'll do a view content, and I'll do all the other ones that are in there. But let me talk about the one I recommend starting off with, and why. Okay, so let's start off with view content. Okay, view content is obviously a weak intended person, right? They're just going to clicking the link and they're going over to your website, right? Optimizing an initial ad set based on that is just it's a weak thing to optimize on. It's not recommended. Add to cart is actually what I recommend, and add to cart is what I always start with. And I duplicate from add to cart and test out the other ones if it's a winning target. If I have a winning audience, it's converting, right? So now let's talk about add to cart and why. And first, before we get into add to cart and why add to cart, I want to talk about why not initiate checkout and why not purchase. Okay, so let's start off with purchase, which is what everyone wants to optimize for. Okay, we have a problem here with purchase. Okay, especially if you're using small budget ads, which I highly recommend it, guys. The other day, in my Ecom Vantage Mastermind group, we had a guy who runs a ads agency. He sold his 7-figure store, and he's been running a Facebook ad agency, and he's working with tons of stores that are doing 7 figures, even 8 figures. One that's even doing 9 figures in sales, and they still start off with small budget ads, and so that we are in total agreement. Whether you're a big selling company with big pockets, or a small seller like us, small budget ads are the way to go, because it sort of forces the cost per conversion down. The more you raise your budget, the more money Facebook tends to spend on you. So you only want to test out high budgets on something that you know sells. Right? Then you can take that chance, right? On that winning target audience, or the winning audience. $5, $10, right, is the way to go. Okay, so when you do set up a $5 or $10 ad set, let's just even say a $10 ad set, okay? And you have that going for you're spending $70 a week. Okay, let's assume that you're doing really, really well, and you're getting $5 per conversion. You're paying $5 for every single sale that comes in on the ad set. You're still looking at 70 divided by 5, right? Let's go ahead and do the math. Obviously you should be able to do it in your head, but I just want to really make this point. 14 conversions on that ad set in a week that are purchase conversions. Okay. You're asking Facebook to go out and say, okay, there are 14 of this given action, and continue to optimize my ad set based on that. That's not a lot of data. It's just not. And that's why a lot of people who I see this all the time in Shopify ecom groups, well, I'm optimizing for purchase. My ad got a couple sales right out of the gate, and then suddenly it died down. Didn't last. It didn't last because Facebook's not getting enough meat to make it work. Now, so that means the only time that I optimize for purchase is when I got an ad set that I know that target converts to this product. Then, as a scaling technique, I will test out purchase. But often, by the way, I'll tell you, that purchase ad set, it lasts a couple days, 2 or 3 days. It brings in some extra income. That's nice. But often it dies. Okay, it just doesn't have the meat to go long term. All right, now, next. And by the way, that's assuming you get $5 conversions, which is great. I mean, most of us, people get aiming for about $10 conversions, and if you're hopefully getting higher profit margins on your products, and $10 is pretty standard thing, right, these days. Okay, so I mean, in that case, you'd be getting 7. So you're just not feeding the beast. You're not feeding enough data for Facebook to truly optimize well. That brings us to initiate checkout, right? And yes, a typical Shopify funnel, and this is, guys, I've done coaching and training for students since 2014. I've run I've been in this business since 2012. I can tell you that typically you get 4, sometimes even 5 initiate checkouts. You end up with 4 or 5 add to carts, 2 to 3 initiate checkouts for every one purchase. That is the normal pattern, okay? Some are better than others, but this is typical. So I had to give you a standard that's average in the industry. Okay, so see you, Kevin. See you, buddy. Hey, Kevin, by the way, before you go, it'd be interesting if you tell people what you think of my Ecom Vantage course and Mastermind, if you caught what I just said. Maybe you said, sorry, I got to go to lunch. Anyway, maybe you missed it. All right, so that leaves us with initiate checkout. Well, initiate checkout is obviously better than purchase as far as going for the optimization because there's more data. But still, it doesn't seem to work well, and I've tested it all the time, and I always go back and test. So the only time that I ever take an ad set and set up for initiate checkout is because it's a winning ad set, it's a winning target, it's converting for this product, so I'll duplicate my add to cart ad and go for the initiate checkout as a test. And often, again, just like the purchase, it doesn't last long. So this brings us to the one I do use, which I've mentioned several times, add to cart. And add to cart ads are beautiful. Once they get rolling, I've had add to carts run weeks, which is unusual in this marketplace. Because what's happening there is Facebook is getting enough meat, enough data that it can keep optimizing and keep going and keep going and keep going. You're giving it enough meat there, right? Because again, there's 4 or 5 add to carts for every single purchase that comes through. Now, a typical store will do, out of 100 people who view content or add to, click the link and view the content, you get 10 or so. Some get less, some get more. Add to carts. Well, that's a lot. That's a deeper intended person. At least they added the cart. They took a serious look at it. So Facebook has someone that a better profile of the type of person that's a good target for this particular product, and it's got a lot more data. So your conversion ads can last a lot longer. So I always go for add to cart as my optimization, and I only use the other ones. I don't test the other ones when I'm scaling. And again, I only do that on ad sets that are converting. Is that clear, guys? Good to see you, Edward. Good to see you, Victor. Good to see you, Ryan. Good to see you, Nell. Rich, how you doing, buddy? Akil, good to see you. Chris. All right. Okay, so now, let me talk about a couple things we're going to be doing during Christmas that's going to be driving sales. Okay? So, we're not going to be selling our products at high prices. That's not the goal. Our goal is to acquire as many customers as we possibly can. Bring in as many customers as possibly can. And I don't care if I have one product that's starting to really take off, it's targeting women, and the margin on it is very low. Beautiful. If I can sell 20,000 of those things and not make a dime on it, I'm ecstatic. And here's why. Because first of all, we're hitting them in the inbox the moment they buy. Literally 30 minutes after they buy, there's a welcome email. First they get a purchase confirmation immediately, right? So they go to our store, they've had a good shopping experience, they get the perfect confirmation, they say the tracking's gonna be coming, we let them know the shipping times, beautiful. 30 minutes later, they get an email saying welcome, personal welcome from me, saying, hey, how you doing? And by the way, I wanna give you a discount code to go buy, and this discount code is limited for the next 24 hours. This email converts, it's awesome. And then we're peppering them. The moment they get their product, email goes out saying, hey, see you got your product, I hope you're happy with it, here's another offer to go buy again. And from the time of the Cyber Monday being over to the last day of our shipping time on Christmas, we're going to be sending out emails every single day with a different unique Christmas offer. So I have a very solid back-end plan, and that allows me to beat the competition, to crush them, because my competition is worried about making money on the front end. They got a profit on the front end. I don't care. I don't give a shit about making a dime on the front end. So I'm willing to spend more for each sale because I have a solid back-end strategy that converts. 37% of our customers buy after they purchase within the next couple weeks. No, sorry, that's a lie. 3 or 4 weeks. Sorry, I got to set the exact date. But that's massive. So the true money in e-com is in increasing the lifetime value of your customers. But most people are thinking wrong about this. They're thinking all about the front-end sale. Do you know that big companies often pay money and lose money in the front-end sale? Now, we are not big companies, right? We are not have these big, deep profits. I don't recommend you go into the red on your front-end purchase in e-com. But what I am recommending is don't be so worried. If you can get $1 profit, $1 profit on the front end, and you got a proper back-end system set up to monetize them, hallelujah! Sell as many as you possibly can. All right. So, guys, you think this is golden information? You should see what's in my Ecom Vantage and Mastermind course. You want to go to ecomvantage.com/VIP if you want to work with me. Now is the time to get in, guys. You do not want to be... Guys, there's... The 90% of the people at Christmas time are going to be sitting there pissed at themselves because they will have missed the opportunity of the year. They will have said, I wish I bought Ecom Vantage. I wish I had worked with Chris. I wish I had done this. I wish I had done that. And their bank account is going to be empty. Where 10% of the people are going to be like, fuck yes, I did this. I'm so happy I got in that course in Mastermind. I'm so happy I took action. I'm so happy, and bang. My year was awesome. Because, guys, it doesn't matter where you are right now. With Q4 coming in 2 days, starting 2 days, you could be broke. Your life can change in the next 3 months, and it happens every single year. Kenny, I mean, am I right or am I right? People's lives change at Q4. This 3 months is a Super Bowl for e-com sellers. It is. Josh says other than email flows is one back end, but you're also having your DPA set up, your retargeting set up. You know, we have a DPA ad that cross sells or upsells people as well. So hey, thank you for purchasing from this site. Here's an offer. So we upsell them in the mailbox. We upsell them with ads as well. Yeah, Dave, the weather is playing. In fact, I'm in Tokyo right now. I was planning to go to the Kansai today. I had a trip planned to go to the Kansai. The bullet train has been completely shut down. It shut down at like 9 a.m. in the morning. The last train out of Tokyo that would have got me to the Kansai, I was going to go down to Kyoto, is gone. It's dead. So that's all closed down for the entire day. Kenny, man, bring you on, buddy. That'd be awesome. Guys, Kenny is a 7-figure earner. He's been around this old boy. I'm going to bring on Kenny right now. Kenny, anything, buddy. Bringing you on, buddy. Hopefully we can bring you on this. Guys, I'm bringing on a 7-figure earner, an old boy of ecom. This guy crushes it. He runs an Facebook ad agency. He works with tons of companies doing 7, 8 figures, some of them even doing 9 figures. Kenny, welcome, buddy.
What's up, buddy? Glad to be on again.
This is not for ecom. This is not the private group one we did yesterday. This is the public, everyone. So
it's fine. Totally cool. So let me tell you all thy ways why you need Chris Blair's Ecom Advantage course. Number one, he is the master on print on demand. We've been in this business now together for years. I mean, like 5, 6, 7, 8 years now. And Chris is one of the only guys that has focused on continuing to build an e-com based brand around print on demand. And he has built probably one of the most comprehensive courses that covers all aspects from Facebook ads to email marketing to whatnot to grow a brand. And during Q4, that's critically important. If you are not doing anything right now to grow your brand during Q4, you need to jump on this right now. That's my scathing review of Chris Blair, and I hope because
actually let's talk about something here, okay, guys. He brought up the other stuff. So in Ecom Vantage course, the mastermind, we talk about email marketing, we talk about Snapchat ads, we talk about Google ads, we talk about Twitter ads, we talk about YouTube ads, and there's more coming. And why? And we talk about, and we have an entire section on SEO. And here's why. Most of you, 99% of you, are standing on a one-legged stool. Okay. Now I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Facebook is still my #1 traffic sources, but we get a good amount of traffic from those other sources. But what happens if Facebook stops performing well for you? Or what happens if your Facebook ads accounts get banned? You do not want to be sitting on a one-legged stool. You're basically putting your business at risk. You want to be spreading your risk and spreading your traffic, and you want to be having all of our branding. Also, sorry, Pinterest ads is one I forgot, and there's more coming. So we got a lot of information on stuff outside of that because we want you to build an all-over business where you're getting traffic from multiple sources.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing is that if you are going to grow an e-com brand into the next few years, you need to be diversifying your traffic sources. I mean, our agency focuses solely on Facebook ads because that's what we can do the most damage with for our clients, but there's a plethora of other angles that you can go at with other things. And Chris actually covers those things. If you want to develop a brand and not just a store that is selling primarily on Facebook, then you need to be looking into these other traffic sources. And Chris has covered them well. I mean, we've done them with our own e-com brands, and granted, we favor Facebook, but you know, Pinterest is a great long-term haul, especially as you're going into Q4 YouTube ads are great. Google, I mean, especially Google. If people are for your product and you're during Christmas time, and
Candy,
if you
we're
want
getting
to,
horrible sound on your end.
sorry,
We're
man,
getting cutting out in and out. Something about your internet connection. I don't know what the deal is.
can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Anyways, I just want to say, as a company that is primarily focused on e-com, I want to encourage you guys to check out Chris's course and learn from him, because there's a lot of great things that he is doing that lend itself to e-com. I mean, 80% of our business as an agent is based on e-com stores. The other 20% is based on webinars and lead generation and whatnot. But you want to get a good read on everything, you need to follow Chris. He and I have been friends for years. A lot of people in this industry I trust as much as I trust him. Kudos to Chris.
Thank you.
So I mean, you guys just got to check it out. I mean, there's a lot of really great content in it. And as a business owner myself, we spend a lot of money. I mean, we spend approximately $1,000 to $2,000 a month on new courses, just looking at what information is out there that people may have looked at, and Chris's info is top notch. So
Thank you. Thank you.
spend the money. It's better than a college education, I can tell you that.
For sure. And by the way, no matter where you are in your business, it takes 1 or 2 new ideas and be worth thousands of dollars for you. Hey guys, actually, in my course, we did something unusual. We have a entire section. We have 3 hours of training on SEO. And why is that? And why did I decide to make sure that happened? In fact, I'm not an SEO expert. I had to reach out to my network and find out, because there's a couple reasons for this. Number one, current sales. Search traffic converts better than ads, and it makes sense. Guys, people are searching on Google for it, and they find your product or service through search. They convert better, right? It's harder to get it, it's harder to set up that, and it takes time. That's all true. Okay, but in time, as you get that traffic coming in, it converts better than paid ads. Okay, and number two, I was involved in helping 4 students sell their stores, and I actually saw the due diligence questions that the due diligence questions that they were asked by the buyers. How much traffic are you getting from organic search? How much organic traffic are you getting? A potential buyer for your store wants to know, if I turn off my ads, can I still make sales? No worries, Kenny. Think about it, right? It's obvious, right? They want to know, because guys, if your traffic is solely dependent on paid ads, that means that the paid ad traffic cuts down. That store could go from doing $1 million in sales to zero, or maybe $1,000. And I've seen stores that do that. I've seen a store that was doing $85,000 in sales, and then suddenly, Christmas is over, and because they're 100% paid on ads, and they're literally doing $100, $200 a day. 85K to 200 a day, because the 100% paid on paid traffic. Okay, so you don't want to be in that position. So that's why I made a point to say, look, we got to get this SEO training done. Now, of course, we got the Facebook and we got the other ad source, Snapchat ads and Google ads, but we also have an SEO session, because we want you to get SEO, because one, it converts better, and two, it increases the value of your business. If you ever want to sell your business, the buyer is going to want to know how much traffic and conversions you're getting outside of paid advertising. It's critically important. So it's good for now and it's good for later. All right, guys, go to ecomvantage.com/VIP to pick it up. And also, if you're interested in my private coaching, with this season coming, I decided to take on 1 more student, so private messaging for that. And yeah, let's see here. I can take any questions you guys might have. Any questions? Good to see you, Craig. I'll answer a couple questions while I'm here. Thanks for that, by the way, Kenny. Thank you. All right. Doesn't appear there's any more questions. So cheers, guys. We'll see you in the next video. I gotta turn this on. Does my course cover on how to get a niche? Absolutely, absolutely. Am I seeing good results with optimized for value? I haven't tested out that yet. Why do I look so good? Because I've been working my ass off at the gym and eating right. I'm going to go to the gym here in a little bit. Cheers, guys.